Hey guys, I'm going to do a video on the binary check portion of the compensation plan because this is the portion that is directly attached to this is the weekly pay essentially, and the residual portion of the weekly pay, and this is directly attached to the check match. So let's cover this. We're going to cover it as it is right now for the next 4 weeks with all the enrollment packs that we have available. So anybody with a $50 membership, they can come in as an elite. For that $3,400 package, it's worth 2,800 points in commissionable volume. The Premier, the $2,400 package, worth 2,000 points, and the Essentials, the $1,295, which is worth 1,000 points. You can also do the 2-pack, which is worth 150, and the 4-pack is worth 300 points. Okay, so we're going to take you through a scenario of team building and what could potentially happen as you start your business. So let's say this is you, okay, and you came on with the Elite Pack. You watched the Founders Pack video, you understand the check match and how much potential income is laying on the table for you because you plan on building a business. So you came in with the 2,800, the Elite package, which gives you 3 generations of check match for 5 years regardless of your rank. You sponsor your first 2 people, this person, and let's say they followed your lead and they each came in with the Elite Pack. And let's say that they each went out and got 2 customers in the same week that they enrolled, okay? And then you found another person, and this person enrolls down here. They came in at the Essential Pack, and that's worth 1,000 points in volume. And then on your other leg, you had something happen where somebody from above you had to sponsor somebody, had to place them in the organization, so they placed them on your right leg, and they came in at the Essential Pack, bringing in 1,000 points in volume. And then this person sponsors their first person, and because they have to place one on their right and one on their left, they place it below this person, and let's say they come in with 1,000 points as well. And then this person sponsors another person on the other leg, and this person comes in at 2,800 points, and what do you know, also got 2 customers in that first week, okay? And then this person sponsored their first 2 people, and this one came in at 1,000 points, and this one came in at 2,800 points. And let's see what else happens in this week. Let's say that this person here sponsored their first 2 people. So this one came in at 1,000 and this one came in at 1,000. So the pay week in this binary plan starts on Saturday morning at midnight, and it goes until 11:59 p.m. This is Pacific Standard Time, Friday. So whatever happens in that time frame, the system is going to calculate and pay you on it the following Friday. So we're going to add this up and see what happened, okay? So in the very first week, what happened here? 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 3,000, 5,800 plus 200. So this side, so 6,000 points in volume. Now let's add up this side. So this side we have 3,000, 4,000, 5,000, 5,000, 7,800, 8,000, 9,000, 11,800 on this side. Okay, so the system is going to look at both sides of this business, determine which side is smaller, obviously this one, and it's going to cut you a check for 10%. So week 1 in this scenario would be $600. But you came in at that Elite package. So now anybody that you have personally enrolled that has created a check in their binary tree, you're going to earn 15%. So in this one, this scenario, you've got this person who created a check, right? This person earned $100, right? So you would earn another 15%, $15 based on the check match. This person here, who you also sponsored, they have a business that's growing, and see, they get to use the volume that happens below them as well. So they've got 2,000 on this side, and they've got 28, 38, 38 and 3 is 6,800 on this side. So 2,000 is their smaller leg, so they earned a check of $200, and you would get 15% of that, which is another $30. So your first week, you're looking at $645, right? Just from check match and binary pay. So now a neat thing happens at the end of the week. They're going to deduct 6,000. They're going to deduct 6,000 from this leg as well, and then you're going to start the following week with 5,800 in volume on your right leg. So now this just banks and moves forward, right? So now we can go into the second week, right, and see what happens in the second week, right? And we could make numbers like this all day long. But the second week, there could be all sorts of things that happen in the second week. Like each and every one of these spots could go out and get 10 customers. Each and every one could have 1,000 points just from customers, right? And each and every one could start building more. And they could start, and this does happen, right? And people from above are starting to drop below. You've got 5,800 banked in this leg already. Maybe this one does an extra 5,000 in volume this week. So now your total would be 10,800 in volume. And let's say that this one just took off, right? And this person that you sponsored took off, and they earned $1,000 in the binary, right? So this side, if that happened, that means that this side would have at least 20,000 in volume going through it this week, right? So now this week, your check, your second week check would be $1,080, and you've got this one person here who earned $1,000 in the binary. You earned 15% of that. And if this one person had 20,000 in volume, right, because you would need 10,000 down each leg in order to generate a check like that. If this person did that, there's a good chance that this person has gone out and sponsored a good 10, 20 people themselves, which would mean your second generation, so first generation, you get 15%, second generation is 10%. So you could have 15 or 20 people all building their binary checks that you're earning 10% of their check on every single week. And then your third generation, 5%. So if you've got 10 or 20 people on your second generation, there's a really good chance there's like 30 or even 50 on your third generation. That's a lot of people in check match. What happens, right? What happens with this? Eventually, the binary pay and the check match pay start to equal out, right? You'll start to have a very equal pay in each of those, and eventually what could happen is your check match could be bigger than your binary. So, you know, I know this is supposed to be a binary compensation training, but I had to take you through what happens in check match as well, because we still have these Elite Founders Packs available for the next couple of weeks. There are a limited supply of Founders Packs, period. We've sold more than half of them, and when they're gone, they're gone. So if you came in at a 2-pack or a 4-pack, and you decide you want to get one of these Founders Packs, you can still do it and just get to the person that gets your sponsor, and we can show you how to do that. If you came in at a Premier or an Essential and you decided that you want to get the Elite, you can still do it. Just get back to one of us in your upline and we'll help you to do that. So I hope that this very messy whiteboard helps you to make sense a little bit of how the binary compensation plan works and how we make money on a weekly basis from the sales volume that's generated in our organization, and how this check match works. And I will say also, you guys, this check match, this is something that you can absolutely earn. Okay, you can earn this in the compensation plan once you hit the level of diamond. Okay, once you hit diamond, you're going to open yourself up to these 3 levels of check match, and it's guaranteed because it's a part of the compensation plan. But it's a real leg up when you're first getting started, and you don't know where the people are going to come from and who they know, how many people they're going to bring in. You just don't know who's going to show up. And if you had one person show up and do this and start earning $1,000 a week inside this compensation plan, and you have that Elite Pack, that's worth about $8,000 a year on generation 1 alone. There's a lot of money on the table. So anyway, I hope this clears this up. We're gonna do more of these videos, as our plan and enrollment packages, and as everything changes, we will update these for sure. But I hope this helps to clear up any confusion that might be surrounding the binary compensation plan. Okay, so for this video, we're going to talk about 5-week rolling and rank advancement, how this works. There's been a little bit of confusion on what it means, how we rank advance. So let's go through a couple examples here, at least one example. The definition of 5-week rolling is the current week and the 4 previous weeks. So we are currently in week 2 because we just started last week, but I'm counting down backwards. I'm saying last week was week 5, this week is week 4, next week is week 3, following is week 2, and the following is week 1. And you'll see why I'm doing it this way in just a second. So let's say last week, because you just got started, and you came in and you put in 2,500 in volume down your left leg, and there was 5,000 in volume down your right leg. And that's how you ended your first week. This is the rank of Crystal. So awesome job for this new Crystal director. And now we are starting the second week, week 4. And this week, I've got another couple of enrollments and a couple more customers came in. And let's say that your business did an extra 2,000 points on the left, and it did another 2,500 points on the right in this week. So you would end the week with the accumulated amount, okay? So you would end the week with 4,500 on the left and 7,500 on the right. So then that week closes, we go into the following week, which is next week, and let's say your business on this side, let's say it does 2,500 in volume on the left, and then on this side it does 3,000 on the right. So you would end this week with the accumulated amount, right? So now we've got 7,000 on the left, and we've got 10,500 on the right. So this is really close. Well, actually, we're really close to an emerald rank here, but you did hit the sapphire rank. So congratulations on your sapphire rank. So we go into the next week. This week, your left leg does 3,000 points, and your right leg does 4,000 points. So we're gonna go into the next week, adding these two up again. So your left leg is 10,000, and your right leg is 14,500. What rank is this? 10,000. You skipped right past emerald this week and went straight to ruby. That, my friends, is a $500 rank bonus for sapphire, a $1,500 rank bonus for ruby. That's $2,000 in rank advance bonuses in this example. So the next week comes, you have a really good week, 4,000 left gets added, and 5,000 right gets added. So you're gonna end this week with 14,000 in total left, and 19,500 in total right. So remember, this is rank advance only. These numbers are going to accumulate. On your CV tabs, it's going to go back to 0 every week on whichever side you get paid on, because we're going to get paid on that volume every single week. But this is for rank advancement. It's just going to accumulate for you. So you've ended your first 5 weeks with a really healthy business that's got 14,000 on the left and 19,500 on the right, and 5-week rolling volume. This is a ruby business on its way to diamond. So now what happens when we start the next 5 weeks? So we start week 5 up here again. Well, this number in week 1 in this week of accumulated volume is going to drop off the total amount. Okay, so in this example, it's going to be 2,500 off. That's 11,500. So you would start this week with 11,500 left, and then 5,000 is going to drop off of this one. So that's 14,500. 500 on the right. And then whatever happens that week, so that's how you're gonna start. And then whatever happens in this week, of course, you're gonna add. So maybe another 3,000 comes in on your left, and another 4,000 comes in on your right. You're gonna end this week with 14,500 left and 18,500 right. And this is what we're looking at for rank advancement. So when we go into the next week 4, roll into the next one, see this one's already gone, this one's gonna drop off, right? So the next week, 14,000, we're gonna deduct the 2,000 that happened this week and the 2,500 that happened this week from these two totals. So you'll start the next week with 12,500 left and 16,000 on your right, and then whatever gets added to those numbers moving forward, that's going to be your rank advancement. You could have a big week that happens this week, and so you deducted the 2,000 from this leg, so you've got 12,500. But let's say that 10,000 came in this week on this leg, which is going to put you up over 22,000 in the left leg volume in this example. That would be a diamond rank advancement. So the best, how we rank advance here is by getting these numbers, like the new business that comes in on a week-to-week basis. We want those numbers to be high. We want those very high. And those numbers go high by new customer enrollments and auto ship, or subscribe and save rather, orders, as well as new enrollments coming into the business. So those that are having the most amounts of conversations, those that are utilizing the Facebook groups and sharing the product, sharing the stories, are the ones that are going to see results like this. So I hope this makes sense, how the 5-week rolling works and how rank advancement works. And if you have any questions, please drop them down in the comments.